Hi guys, I am Praveer and I have got with me the very amazing, the most not just an iconic singer but an iconic figure of our country, Alisha Chinai. Alisha, welcome to Mirchi Indies.
Thank you, Praveer. It's so wonderful to be here, honestly.
Right, Alicia. I was just thinking, and me and my entire team, we were thinking that, who should we get this time for Women's Day? And I was just thinking that, you were a bold, outspoken, badass women back in the day. I mean, being bold and being, outspoken is very easy. At least it's not very easy, but it's still comparatively quite easy these days. But you did it all back in the day, in the 80s and the 90s. I mean, my question to you is, how did you do it?
You don't do something because you're supposed to. It's just naturally me. That's the way I am. Badass and bold and outspoken, politically incorrect. But that's all me. That's the natural way I am. So I can't be anything else, even if I tried. And I always kind of felt that I had to make, my own niche, my own statements about everything. And I fought for a lot of things too. But that's back in the days.
Right. So let's start from the beginning. How did it all started for you? How did music happen to you? How did you get into it?
Well, actually, I stumbled upon it because I used to model. And when I was modeling, there were a lot of people, coordinators and friends that I had. And one of them recommended that, I should probably try theater. And because they'd heard me sing a little bit at a party, and I was like, okay, why not? And he sent me to a jingle producer, music producer called Vanraj Bhatia, very well known, of course. And so I went there and auditioned for him, and he was screaming his lungs out, and he was like, go there and sing whatever you have to. Gave me 2 minutes to learn that the two lines that I had to. And I was like, okay, very nervous. Actually, I wasn't nervous. I was quite cheeky. And so I went and sang it. And when I went on the mic, he was like, oh, okay, you sing well. You have a nice voice quality, blah, blah, blah. And that was it. It was my first jingle ever for Farex. And wow, I came home with a little check and I was so excited. I've never done anything like that. Although I've always been singing at home. My father was a classical singer. But this was professionally. I never thought that, I would really cut the mold at that time because it was very Bollywood, all, the music industry was all playback singing. And I had a kind of a different voice.
Right. So independent music happened before or the Bollywood music happened before? What happened first?
No, there was always Bollywood. I mean, that was really, ruling the roost. But, it had broken the mold when Nazia Hassan did Aap Jaisa Koi and that album that they did with Bidu. And
Yes.
But they wanted an Indian, singer also to kind of fill that void. So that's where I came in and I fitted the mold perfectly. And that's how I did my first album, Jadoo, with HNV, and then a lot of others, Baby Doll, and then Alisha, and then Madonna, that old phase. And
Yes.
then, of course, after that, I did Bombay Girl and Made in India. And Made in India is what really kind of, made a big historic dent for everyone.
Let's talk about the women aspect of being an artist in our country because, like we all know, like I just said in the beginning, that uh, being a woman in our country and try to break into the scene, and
Yeah.
you did that. You broke into the scene, and you were like at the top of it. So I want to know about the struggles, about the difficulties. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not all hunky dory as it sounds. I'm sure there must be a lot of struggles. There must be a lot of stories that Alicia must have gone through. Tell us about that.
No, I'll be honest. Honestly, I didn't have to struggle much. And I'm feeling very guilty about that. But honestly, I didn't because theater gave me, the platform to get there. I got my first Bollywood song, Tarzan with Bappi Lahiri. So that got so much attention in the industry. And then I had Jadoo simultaneously, So I had two parallel careers going on at the same time. And obviously the Bollywood songs gave me a lot of more mileage because, you got the pulse on the audience and the masses. Whereas I was still trying to break the mold with my, solo albums. But that's what catapulted me into this, big league. And it was just great. Everything was just a stepping stone to get there. And I really didn't have to struggle, honestly. And well, having a pretty face helps.
Okay, I have to ask you about Made in India for sure. Made in India came and it exploded. It exploded in the entire country, and then slowly it became a national anthem. It was, I think, the a song after a long time. A song came out which became like a national anthem everywhere. Beauty contests, cricket matches,
Yes,
anything happening outside, anything Indian happening outside of our country,
yes,
this song was
yes.
played. Tell me your
Yeah.
reaction. When did you realize that this song has just taken off?
Well, it just blew me off because it was happening so fast. But I knew somewhere, I had a gut feeling that this is going to be really, really big. I did. And then I got shows, and, it was just like that whole where I was living out of a suitcase, literally. But I think I had my head on my shoulders at that time. Although, success does, there are a lot of trappings of it. But, the most beautiful part was that it actually crossed sales even of Bollywood.
Well, thank you very much, Alicia. Really, it was so
You
much fun. It was such a pleasure. And
will.
all the best. Take care.
You.
Have a great Women's Day to you as well.
Yes, you too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.